Up next, we got a witness that says that Tyler Robinson apparently in a relationship with a trans person. Let's deep dive.
Yeah, he was walking with him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them. So
how long ago was that?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
And so they looked like they were a couple?
Yeah.
And he was dressed all in black?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And you thought he was weird?
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him. I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite weird.
For those who've never seen the roommate, describe that person for us.
He did have freckles on his face. For the haircut, it was a weird haircut. It was kind of a mushroom shaped one. Yeah, I would say he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, like just a little bit at a time.
There's some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been transitioning. Did that correlate with what you saw?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so he was going to have an operation to be to turn into a woman.
Yeah, and I think he's getting ready for that.
Sorry, in what way do you think that?
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing?
Yeah.
Do you know where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, they were.
So there's this narrative that it was a conservative young man who actually did the assassination, and just based off of this report, it's coming out that, and I did a little bit of research myself, it's coming out that his family was highly conservative, but the young man was very extremely liberal to the point where he had a relationship with a trans person, which to me, the way that they sound was like this guy's parents was very strict and very highly conservative. Having and coming up under that type of tutelage creates rebellion in children sometimes. If you ever see like preacher kids, PKs, they're the worst of the worst. Those are your freaks. You know, those are the ones that'll try anything, the preacher kids, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that most people will perceive them as being the least likely to be like that based off of the ideologies of their parents. But what it does is it creates a rebel because they've had to suppress themselves for so long that it comes out in all kinds of ways. And so I can see somebody being brainwashed into the liberal indoctrination and becoming such an extremist that he would perform this act. And if it comes to light, which is what I think that his boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know if it was a dude transitioning to a girl or a girl transitioning to a dude, I don't know, but whatever you want to call it, his person, him, I'm gonna call him him, fuck it. I don't know if he contributed to the ideology that led him to commit this atrocity to Charlie Kirk.
I saw them.
And when did you hear them talking about a doctor's appointment?
I would say about the same time that they came out, so that one time, yeah.
And where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So.
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
Yeah. Yep.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands and definitely don't kiss. So, I would have tried to stop him if I knew it was him, like before. I definitely do not like the fact that he was living close to me. It was covered with police tape, a ton of police cars. We had a guy sitting up on the hill with a sniper.
That's him jumping down from the building and running away.
And SWAT trucks. And definitely a few helicopters. And a drone as well.
What was going through your mind when you stepped out?
I was like, what is going on? And I asked the police officer, I'm like, did a killing happen here? They're like, I can't tell you. And so I called my grandma, found out that the guy that shot Kirk lived right close to me. So for Charlie Kirk, I knew him over the years. Like, I didn't know him personally, but I've watched his videos before. And so definitely a nice guy.
Right now, the message out there is that this guy that did this horrible act, he leaned into that type of lifestyle, and that is what played a part into why he operated in the way that he operated. I don't know, man. Crazy things have happened. I'm just giving my honest, reaction to it. But we're gonna keep this thing going.
Learn new details here. Brooke Singman over at Fox Digital posting this a short time ago saying, exclusive, Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson lived with his transgender partner, according to sources. The individual, who is a male transitioning to a female, is fully cooperating with the FBI. Sources tell me the FBI had texts and other communications between Robinson and the individual that helped FBI authorities solidify that Robinson was indeed the shooter. Again, Robinson has been named the suspect and is in custody. The last question Charlie Kirk answered before he was murdered was, quote, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Charlie replied, quote, too many. He was then asked, quote, do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Charlie replied, quote, counting or not counting gang violence. Charlie was then assassinated. Again, those details there coming from Brooke Singman over at Fox.
I remember Amanda Seale saying he was talking about gang violence, and this is in fact debunking that, because he was talking about transgenders. She heard the word gang violence, and that right there, that's what annoys me about us, because instead of us just dealing with the truth as a whole, we like to try and take parts of the truth to build a narrative. If you just stick to the truth and let things be what it is, it's enough, so that right there, it just debunks that whole thing, and that's a big part of why I don't listen to her too often.
And we do continue to cover everything related to the assassination here as we learn more about what to expect in the coming days. The Utah County District Attorney now saying that 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, seen in these mugshots here, will be formally charged with Kirk's murder Tuesday ahead of his initial court appearance. And it also seems that Attorney General Pam Bondi and the DOJ are weighing the idea of federal charges in that case. As for how Robinson was identified as the suspect, the FBI says his father recognized him in surveillance photos that were released Thursday, as investigators did look for a person of interest. Those are the photos there on your screen.
That's the thing about white people, man. When they do something, they know they going to jail. They don't have no delusion of grandeur thinking that they gonna get away. He knew he was getting caught. He knew this going somehow, some way they was gonna figure out it was him.
Associated Press reporting that Robinson's father told him to turn himself in, and at first he refused, but then changed his mind. Now we're also hearing from investigators that it appears that Robinson is not commenting here. He is not cooperating with law enforcement as they question him, working here to determine a motive. Take a look at this video right here as you can see students and others running here. We know that Charlie Kirk was shot there with a single bullet Wednesday as he spoke at an event on the campus of Utah Valley University, where he was answering a question at the time. Video released by the FBI had shown the suspected gunman on the roof of a nearby building and then climbing down. The agency saying they found a rifle nearby in a wooded area, as well as bullets that had messages written on them. And of course, Governor Cox went over some of those messages during a news conference after the arrest of Robinson. Again, at this point, we know that Robinson is expected to appear for his first court appearance on Tuesday there. It's not clear if cameras will be allowed inside of the courtroom, but if they are, we're going to make sure to bring those to you right here on Live Now from Fox.
I know there's a lot of us saying, to stay out of it. I'm not. The reason why is because I believe in telling the truth. I think the truth is what's going to set us free. And so if there's somebody, even though they might be a little off in their thinking, which is okay with me, they're a truth teller, then I'm going to support them no matter what it is. Charlie Kirk went into the fire. He went to the lion's den and he had the conversation. And all he wanted to do was have the conversation. When you're dealing with a mindset that is so extreme that leads you to violence, violence because of what someone is saying. That's not the American way. We live on the richest country on planet Earth. We have the most opportunity than every black person from here to Timbuktu. We do. And so if we don't stop allowing someone to steal that from us through an ideology of identity politics, then we're gonna be doomed to fail. Stick with the truth, that's what I say. Keep open mind.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now.
If you made it this far, check out the video we just did where the liberals are saying, look, we do not have no empathy and don't care about Charlie Kirk. Check it out.